Well, the flooding situation here in West Michigan, it continues tonight, although the water is starting to recede, but people are being left with a huge challenge. How do you clean it all up?
How do you? The water can leave behind a big mess. One problem associated with flooding is mold, of course. It can be dangerous to your health if you don't properly get rid of it.
Joining us live now to talk about this issue in depth for us, Randy Bierlein. He's the owner of Enviro-Decon Services. Randy, thanks for coming out tonight.
My pleasure.
If you're faced with a situation, the water's now just receded, you're taking a look at a mess in your basement and whatnot, what is the first step you should be doing?
The first step really is to get the water out. This is going to be a combination of any types of pumps that you can use, vacs, any type of thing that you can actually get that water out of there. We're going to be looking at removal of possibly carpeting, of drywall that's very wet, that cannot be dried out very quickly. We've got about a 48 to 72 hour window that we can actually get the mold or get the water out before the mold will actually start to grow.
So a lot of people, do they consider mold usually? You said your phone was ringing off the hook.
A lot of people are calling me going, what do I do? I'm talking about dehumidification, extremely important in this whole situation. As the waters are laying on the floor or in the carpet, those water vapors are now getting up into the air. As the humidity increases in the home, over 65% for any extended period of time, we now start to develop mold growth, not just in the places where you would expect it, down where the water is, but now it's going to be growing up into the ceilings on your personal items in your basement. Absolutely critical that people get the water out of their homes as fast as they can.
Randy, I'm sure you've seen some horror stories out there. Talk about the kind of damage that mold can do to a house. You talked about that window that you need to get in there and address this stuff before it starts to take over. What can it do?
It can literally take over in this case, basements are the critical factor, but also crawl spaces. It can literally take those spaces over, and then the mold can start growing in between things, grow through the actual drywall, and start throwing a tremendous amount of spores and toxins at the people in the homes. Most people are thinking that, well, they should just clean it off with bleach or quick do something to get the mold killed. It's really a very bad thing to do, simply because when mold is attacked, when it's attacked or killed, it goes into a procreative state. That means it's going to shoot out tremendous amount of spores and toxins at that time and make the air that much worse. And every time they do it, it gets worse and worse and worse. The best thing to do, cut out the mold, get it out of your home, and then you're going to have to get your air clean. That's going to have to be done by professionals. Most people simply do not have the means, the tools, or whatever in order to get this out.
Randy Bierlein with Enviro-Decon, thanks for coming by tonight. Great tips.
My pleasure.
Let's hope it's not, you just can't hit it with Febreze.
No, you can't.
No.
You got to have the pros come in and do it.
We're actually going to be opening up a blog on our website at enviro-decon.com. It's called Ask the Expert, because what we want to do is we're going to offer free consultation and free inspections to people to really help them get through this.
They're going to need it.
Check it out there. Thank you, Randy.